All right, this is the video for 12.4 titled Histograms. This is for 6th grade. So first off, I just wanted to talk about what is a histogram. Well, there's a picture of a histogram right over here on the right side of the screen. A histogram is a bar graph. Okay, so if we're thinking graphs, which we're thinking a bar graph, that shows the frequency of data in the intervals. Remember, frequency means how often something occurs. Okay, so the histogram at the right shows the ages of winners of the Academy Award for Best Actor. So we're talking males here. From 1990 to 2009. How many winners were under 40 years old? Okay, so that's what our question is. Could you just count them? Yes, you could say 6 plus 1. I know there's 7. But we're going to go through a couple of steps to make sure that we can really make sure that we're looking at the graphs and using them for all they're there for. Okay, so how many winners were from 20 to 29 years old? Well, looking right here, I see that that bar graph covers up to the 1, so I know that there were There was one winner from 20 to 29 years old. Which other bar graph represents people under 40? Well, we could look at this one right here because this one has 30 to 39, and if I said 39 was under 40, yep, that's true. And that one, if I look over, I can see it is at 6. There are 6, oh, oops, that's not what it's asking. Read the directions, Mrs. Hamer. Okay, which other bar graph represents people under 40? The bar graph that is 30 to 39 people. Okay, that's that bar graph. Again, along the bottom, we have our intervals. And along the vertical, we have our frequency, which is how often they occur. Okay, so how many winners were from 30 to 39 years old? Well, I just did that. That was 6. So how do we figure out how many were under 40? 1 plus 6 equals 7. So we know that there are 7 people, winners, that were under 40 years old, which is pretty crazy that in 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years, there's only 7 winners that were under 40. Pretty crazy. So I guess you have to be old in order to win Best Actor Award at the Academy Awards. Something I wanted to talk about, is it possible to know from the histogram if any winner was 37 years old? So looking at a histogram right here, is it possible for us to figure out how old they were? No, that is not possible. We just know that there are 6 people between 30 and 39. We do not know if they were 30 years old, if they were 39 years old, if they were 35 years old. We do not know which one they are. We just know the interval that they occur in. Okay, that's all I have for the first one. Now this one says, so here we have a table that shows the ages of winners of the Academy Award for Best Actresses. So we've got females here. From 1986 to 2009. How many of the winners were under 40 years old? Okay, so first our step is to make a frequency table. We talked about these yesterday. So we have to write our intervals. We'll put that on the top and our frequency on the bottom. Okay. So intervals, it says using intervals of 10. Okay, so I'm going to go from, well, it looks like the smallest number is 20. So 20, you're going to want to put 30, but if we count them out, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 is actually an interval of 10. Then we have 30 to 39. We have 40 to 49. Better scooch this little guy over here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to fit it. Then we have 50 to 59. Well, I think that's where we're going to have to, well, we could jump down here. Then we have 60 to 69. We have 70 to 79 and 80 to 89. Okay, so again, this is our intervals on top, our frequencies, how often those occur. Okay, so let's go through and count the numbers 20 through 29. All right, I went through and I counted 7. Now 30 through 39. And for that one, I counted 10. Let's do 40 through 49. I got 5 for that one. I don't see that there are any for 50 through 59. Let's do 60 through 69. And for 60 through 69, I see that there's only one, and that's the 61 down here. Let's go with a blue for 61. So we're doing something a little different. Okay, 61, there's 1. 70 through 79, there are 0. And 80 through 89, he's getting kind of old up there, we have 1. Okay, so now we have our intervals. Our next step, we got check off number 1. Our next step is to put the intervals along the horizontal axis of the graph. Write the scale for the frequency on. So let's move these guys up. Oops. I did not want to be touching that marker. Let's move these guys up because we already have our intervals here. So now we have to make our histogram. So we're going to go along the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to say 20 through 29. We are going to say 30 through 39. And try to write this really small. 40 through 49, 50 through 59, 60 through 69, 70 through 79, and then we know we have 180 through 89. Okay, so now I have to do my frequency on the vertical. So we can just say 1. Ooh, looks like we better go up by 2s because these are kind of jumping. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 should be enough. Well, we only need to go up to 10. So 14 should definitely be enough. Okay. Sorry. All right, so for 20 through 29, there are 7 of them. So I'm going to go halfway between the 6 and the 8, go straight up from there, and then I'm going to color it in. When you're doing this, I just want you to use a pencil. I know I'm using all these fancy colors, but just use a pencil. That'll be fine. Okay, now for number 10, I'm going to go up to 10, over, bring this up, and then color that in. Then 40 through 49, we had 5. So again, I have to go between the 6 and the 4. Eyeball it a little bit. We should be able to get pretty darn close, though. Then green has 0. 60 through 69 had 1. So that one's just going to be a little baby one down here. 70 through 79 didn't have any, and then the 80 through 89 had a 1. So we'll just kind of put that down on the end. Okay, so this is our histogram. Now we have to, we did this, give the graph a title and a label. So this is ages of best actress winners. Okay, so there's my title. We should put age down here. And then over here we should put frequency. Okay, and that is all. Oh, then we better answer a question. How many of the winners were under 40 years old? Well, we had 7 plus 10 equals 17. So 17 winners under 40. So if you want to win an Academy Award for Best Actor or Actress, your odds are better at being a girl than being a boy, because there were 17 winners that were girls under 40 and only 7 winners that were boys under 40. So if you're under 40, your odds are better that you'd win an Academy Actress or Academy Award for Best Actress if you were a girl. All right, thank you for watching, and make sure I will be here tomorrow so you can come in and ask questions if you have any. Otherwise, I will see you later. And hope you guys are having a good day.